Welcome to Meaningful Morning. And welcome to autumn. Today is the first day of fall. Everyone, relax the body, enjoy the breath, and quieten the mind. Begin to have thoughts of gratitude for your near history. Just this month. Appreciate all of the opportunities in September. Go farther in your history to appreciating your opportunities this past season. All you were able to experience this summer. Go deeper. Be grateful for this year. From month to season to year. All that was special in 2023. Go deeper to your lifetime now. What is special about your life? What is special about you? Appreciate this in a clear way. Inhale, stretch. As you exhale, smile. We should use the word grateful more. Don't you agree? We should verbally use it. We should write it. We should obviously think it. As I continue, feel free to write in the chat a special reason that you are grateful for. It could have been this month, this season, this year, this lifetime. A seeker wrote, "Tears of joy, my friend. You are so appreciated." He's sucking up right now. Good health. I think it's Emerson or Thoreau who shared, "Health is a first wealth," which is the truth. Good mentors. You can keep reading. My plan for this morning was to have a freedom walk. However, yesterday morning, the power went out in our neighborhood, and so did the Wi-Fi. So I couldn't complete my thoughts. And so now I am going to complete my thoughts from chapter 16 verses 1 through 4. In verses 1 through 3, a dense expression of values is shared. I think the most dense expression in the entire Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 12, this is spread over many verses. Chapter 13, even more verses. This is just 3 verses. This is going to be a great subject for us to explore on a yatra or a retreat or a workshop, maybe the happiness series that will commence on December 4th. What are these values once again? Number 1, abhaya, courage. Number 2, shuddhi, purity. Number 3, jnana, studiousness. Number 4, dana, generosity. I'm going to pause there. 1 week from today, our community is going to complete raising $25,001 for our Universal Mother for her water. I was reading my notes on Srimad Bhagavatam and what Pujya Swami Tejo Mayananda has shared. In Kali Yuga, in this society of selfishness, the only 2 verbs to engage in are take nama and give dana. What a lovely message. Take nama. That's what we're doing. We're keeping divinity, insight in mind, and give dana. This is a way to not depend on that which is changing. Number 4 is dana, or generosity. Number 5, dhamma, calmness. 6, yajna, dedication. 7, swadhyaya, introspection. Number 8, tapa, openness. Number 9, arjava, simplicity. Number 10, ahimsa, sensitivity. This is why our community is working on SOS, safety of society. It's our society. You live there, I live there. We all have to work to make society more safe. 11, satya, integrity. 12, akrodha, coolness. 13, tyaga, humility. 14, shanti, security. Security. The best relationships to be in are with those who are secure. 15, apaishuna, honesty. Don't speak things about people you don't know. 16, daya, graciousness. 17, aloluptva, uncomparing. 18, mardava, gentle. 19, hri, cultured. 20, achapala, conscious. 21, teja, brilliance. 22, kshama, forgiveness. 23, dhriti, determined. 24, shaucha, organize. Fascinating on weekends how less people join meaningful mornings, and they join late. Because Saturday and Sunday means no Sikh Saturday, no Sikh Sunday, correct? Organized. 25, adroha, which means regulated. 26, Nati Manita, which means thoughtful. Lots to reflect on. When you go on your freedom walks, when you come to the silence retreat, when you run a half marathon, reflect on these. Then Shri Krishna moves into vices, 6 of them. Now think logically. How come 3 verses, 26 values, compared to 1 verse, 6 values? Why such disparity? One reason why less vices are shared, because we already feel them. Correct? I already feel them. You don't have to tell me about them. I don't feel hri as much because I'm not a cultured person, as an example. So we are already oriented towards this. But here's the better reason. Why less of an elaboration on the vices is given is because that's not the narrative of Sri Krishna or Bhagavad Gita, nor should this be for our life. We should be hard and smart working to not normalize vices. What are these vices? Damba, which is hypocrisy. When I think something, but I act in a different way. Darpa, which is arrogance. All that good that happens in the world is because of me. All that's bad in the world happens because of someone else. Probably you, whoever's close by. Then Abhimana, which is egotistical. Sheila and I are slowly completing our first book together. We're hoping to release this on Saturday, November 25th. It's called Traditions, Simple Festivals for Mindful Living. I'm preparing the puja, or the ritual involved in this book, and the final verb that one engages in a puja is surrender. For you to give divinity what divinity didn't create, which is the ego. Damba, Darpa, Abhimana. Number 4, Krodha. In English, unhappy. Unhappiness. When one is unhappy, they expect, they project, they feel dejected. Number 5, Parushya, which is blaming. When I'm unhappy, I blame. And number 6, Ajnana, which is ignoring, ignorance, ignoring the small s self. That means that one doesn't work on their EQ or SQ, but more so ignoring their big S self, that their nature is joy. How can it be hypocrisy, arrogance, ego, unhappy, blaming, ignoring? Last thought, I'm reading an insight from Puja Swami Chinmayananda. An arrogant man is a lonely creature in the world, and his only companions are his own imagined self-importance and dreams of his own glories, which none but he can see. And naturally, he becomes highly conceited. When such a conceited, arrogant hypocrite looks at the world around him and finds that the world's estimate of him is totally different from his own estimate of himself, he revolts within, and hence his wrath at everything around him. And once such an individual gets worked up with anger in his speech and action, there must necessarily be a disconcerting insolence. Please read this in Puja Swami Chinmayananda's commentary to see how these vices grow from a seed to a tree. What happens next in this chapter? Shri Krishna shares, based on values and vices, what becomes your trajectory. Vivek is born with these values and vices. Vivek can change to become more virtuous or vicious. What happens then? From inspiration to application. Your application on Thursday was to list these values and now vices and how you're going to practice them. How many of you have done this? I've reviewed this twice now. On Friday, I was unable to complete this. I wanted you to rate your krodha. How angry are you? 1 is awfully angry. Everything bothers you. 100 is awesomely unangry. Nothing bothers you. Rate your krodha. For this morning, since I was to have a freedom walk, there is no application. Tomorrow we will have a freedom talk. I will answer questions you've asked or questions you share in the chat. Shanti, 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 be joy.